Hello, my name is Nadia, and today I want to tell you a little bit about markers that I purchased for myself as an early Christmas gift and early birthday gift altogether. Before, during this year, I've been working quite a lot with aquarelle markers, and I found them amazing. Mainly, I loved that they don't bleed through the pages. But I really liked a couple of artists, especially Gret and Lorna Keller, that draw amazing art using alcohol markers. What I really liked about them, they seem to be very bright in colors and very vibrant. So after reading a lot and after thinking a lot, I decided, yeah, I want to try alcoholic markers too. I hesitated a lot about which set to buy, and after quite some considerations, I in the end bought Ohuhu alcoholic markers, 320 set, which I managed to get with a nice coating, with a nice discount. You should also have a look at it. I also purchased special notebook which has a bit fatter paper, and I was surprised to find out it also has a bit of plastic inside of it, which apparently you can put between the pages to allow markers not really bleed through. I think it's amazing. And now I have even more sketchbooks to complete. So this is set that is called Honolulu 02, and these are all the markers that I have in the set. I'm showing you the bag and the branding because I myself, before buying this one, I was so anxious. Am I buying the correct bag? Am I buying the correct brand? So yeah, this one says Honolulu Ohuhu. And to give you for comparison what exactly it is, so yeah, first of all, it comes with all the papers where you can check all the colors, and it has extra little paper that allows your markers not to bleed through. Markers themselves look amazing. They were very big. I went for the brush side and chisel side. As you can see, this is the brush side, which looks, yeah, a little bit brushy, I would say. And the other side is a little bit fatter, which is called chisel. To be honest, I went for it just because, as I mentioned, the artists who are referenced in the beginning used them. So I basically copied what they had, hopefully that it will be a good tool to create some art. When I looked at this marketing pamphlet, I could little bit understand what all these Ohuhu words mean. So basically, Ohuhu alcoholic markers have a couple of series, and all of them have a bit of different tips. I think the other one very popular is thin side, but this is not markers that I bought. So mine are, as you see, Honolulu. It means that they have a bit fatter brush. So yeah, these are those ones, Honolulu and Honolulu B series. And these are the colors that I included in my set. To be honest, I didn't find a difference with the previous set. And I noticed that I basically have almost all colors. I think I might want to buy skin colors later and pastel colors later because they're like separate setups. But to be honest, I looked at 320 I have right now, seems like more than enough colors to begin with. Yeah, later in this booklet there were like a bit of more discussions, which yeah, I didn't find that useful. These are basically all papers where you can color and see which which color it will be, because to be honest, by looking at the marker, it's just hard to predict what it will be. In the best fashion, I tried, of course, to write Hello World in my sketchbook as the first coloring, and after drawing a little bit, I realized that I really need a tutorial. As I mentioned, I'm a big fan of Lorna, who draws with this exact Ohuhu markers. She has a Patreon, and there she has a tutorial on how to draw with those type of markers. She explains how color coding works. She explains importance of swatching. So what I'm doing right now is basically called swatching, where you fill in a little square and you can see what color represents what. And also in her tutorial, Lorna explained what's the best way to draw with these markers to make sure that the color is the best. So as you can see, I'm doing a professional little circle moves to try to fill in the squares in the best way so the color is really represented good on the paper. I found it very overwhelming to understand how to sort these markers, and like very fast I was like, oh, I want to find Y5, where exactly it is. But yeah, I immediately was impressed how different colors, a bit unpredictable are, because as I understood, Y stands for yellow, and the first 5 was supposed to be yellow, but the 5th one was very orange. Then was a primrose, which was pretty invisible, and there is a primrose without E, so we just spelled primrose, and this was this pretty yellow. So yeah, I think while doing this exercise, I realized why swatching is so important. Oh yeah, there was also a very fun one I found, which was called black-brown, but when I drew with it, it wasn't black-brown at all. It looked whitish yellow. So yeah, I think if you just buy the set, these colors are so chaotic, so trying to sort them by some kind of shade is amazing. And I tried a lot of techniques with trying to understand. At first I tried to do only yellows and put yellows back in. When I did it, I realized that the bag in which the markers come in is not very stable, so I really wanted to place markers in exactly same order as I want, like yellow 1, yellow 2, yellow 3, but they kept falling. They didn't want to stand as they want. I don't know, it was a bit of a challenge. So what I did in the end, I just removed all of the markers on the table. With 320 markers, I think I created a full house in my room. While I was sketching and coloring, I was just placing them in the correct order in the table, because I really wanted to then later put them in a bag in exactly the same order. I don't know if it was the most efficient way in terms of space and what was happening in my room, but I found it was the easiest way to organize markers. And yeah, so that's what I was doing for a while. I think it took me around 2-3 hours to sort all of those markers. It was pretty fun. It was quite entertaining exercise. You get to know your colors. You also get a little bit of a feeling of how markers are. And the struggle of putting back is really real, I would say. They keep falling. They don't really stand in a place. I know that a lot of people buy a stand or try to do dividers in the bag. Maybe that's something I'll do in the future. To be honest, I wasn't really concerned about putting them in exact particular order, because I think after sorting them, in the end I could see that yellows are in one corner, oranges are in the second corner, blues in the other corner. I didn't expect that there were also a lot of very bright colors. They were called really luminant one. I think yellow, red and orange you can see in the lower right corner. There is also one blender color, which allows to merge colors together. To be honest, I'm very impressed and I can't wait to create art with these markers. Bye!